What is up, Nerdgenic Nation, and welcome to yet another episode of the Mandalorian live stream watch party. Hopefully I sound okay. I kind of had a little bit of technical difficulties there in the middle. But what's up, everybody? How's it going? I am your host. Sorry, gotta get my fingers on the buttons. I'm your host and resident superhero nerd, Aaron Waller. There it is. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you are watching with me live, I'm excited for this week. It's been a rough week, to be honest with you, for me. I've been moving. My body's exhausted. I started getting sick like yesterday. You can probably hear it in my voice. And but we're here still. You know, I felt terrible before the stream. Took a shower, tried to regenerate myself a little bit for the stream, and here we are. So if I cough during the stream, I apologize. But hope everybody's doing well. I'm excited for yet another episode of The Mandalorian. I think I've heard that this is going to be a shorter episode. I don't know exactly how short, like 30 minutes is what they were saying. Not entirely sure how true that is. Move this over. 32 minutes, but looks like it's going to be over in about 27. So is that a good thing? I guess we'll find out. But thank you so much for joining me if you're here with me live. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification if you haven't already. That way you don't miss out when we do live stream watch parties, have new videos come out, or any of that other fun stuff. I don't really have much to update you on, to be honest with you. Been doing content, like I said, I've been moving. Moving and shaking, and I'm tired. But we're here, we're gonna relax, we're gonna have our McDonald's Coke, which actually isn't McDonald's because I refilled it at home, just as a recuperate drink. So hopefully we can relax, have a good time, hang out together for these 30 minutes or longer. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. I don't really have much to talk about. I don't know where my brain is right now. So the way that it works, in case you don't know, is that I'm going to have an episode time code right above my head, right up there, right above my noodle. And then I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to press play on my device. You're going to press play on your device. And then as long as you stay as close as possible to that counter right up above my head, then we should be A-okay. I'll laugh when you laugh. We'll cry together. We'll go through all the motions. We'll shake our fists in anger as angry Star Wars fans, or we'll rejoice. Probably the first one, but we'll find out together either way. And then at the end of the episode, we'll talk about it. We'll give it a grade, and on to the next one. So I don't think I really want to waste too much time today. I think we just want to go ahead and get right into it. That's it. I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and press play. Everybody put your fingers on the buttons. We're going to press play. I got to do multiple things here. 1 second. Everybody press play I'll make sure I'm at 0. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Come on, press play. Okay, there it goes. Previously on The Mandalorian. I just get like Dragon Ball Z vibes. He is redeemed. Then you are redeemed. I think Bo-Katan's going to be on that path to try and get her power back. And by the way, I talk a lot during the episode. I'm not the foremost Star Wars fan, so if I get something wrong, if I miss something, let me know in the live chat. I'm bound to miss something. As long as it's better than last week with that whole, I don't even remember the guy's name, and like the whole thing, then hopefully it'll be better than that. Fingers crossed. Oh, why am I watching this and not full screen? I'm a weirdo. There we go. That's better. Mando training. Oh my god, look at those CG Mandos. Love it. There's your toy visor for kids. Is that literally fighting fire with fire? Okay. Gotta love them CG Mandos. Look at them. They're so glorious. They move so unnaturally. This looks exactly like Star Wars. Well, the special editions, I suppose. Not so much the regular original Star Wars. Oh, we got Grogu practicing. That's not for you. So does that mean he's gonna make him jump in and fight with the other Mandalorians? Cause not sure if that's a fair fight. He's gonna force push him or like hold him up in the air. Is this gonna be like his Mandalorian rival? He challenges. Oh yeah, this is gonna be 100% his like Eddie Brock or oh, he even gets a cool little wrist strap. He's like, "Are you sure about this? Is he gonna like miss and then use the force to like?" Well, he's gonna like decapitate him or something. Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh, you got schooled, son. You got schooled. Hey, the rambling nerd is here. He's here, but he's late. That's okay.
Hello there.
Hello there, sir. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Always good to see you. Dragon! Or something. Great. Now I gotta go rescue this kid who was a total a-hole. Well, this episode took a turn. Got some jetpack action. Oh, the jetpacks just don't have enough gas. Not enough to catch a dragon. So, you probably knew you were going to be out of fuel. Not today, says Bo-Katan. It'd be crazy if they started shifting the Mandalorian into Bo-Katan. No? Like, if he, for whatever reason, he slowly started falling off and then making Bo-Katan, like, obviously, I'm talking several seasons in. I don't want it to be anytime soon. And Din Djarin is still the Mandalorian to me, but just a thought. The Rocketeer should guest spot 100%. Absolutely. With them jetpacks. Why did she come back? Why does that sound like Luke Skywalker? No more difficult than shooting a swamp rat with a blaster. Whatever he said, I don't remember. I've been wanting to rewatch the original Star Wars lately. Actually, all the Star Wars movies. Did you see those flips? I'm not too young. Yeah, first starting with how am I supposed to get around this place? Not very accessible. Is she gonna make him mini armor? She's gonna make him mini armor, isn't she? Do it. Do it. She already made him a chainmail. The Forge. Ooh, sounds so cool. What are you making? But has he earned new armor? Fair point, but I still want to see it. We need the Funko Pop and all the oh, that looks like a little chess piece. Why does he look so concerned? We all need the toys. I already have a Grogu in the little sweater. I need him in the Mando armor now. Why does he look so concerned? Oh, we're getting flashbacks. Oh, back to Order 66. The Dejarans do not do well with hammer-like noises. Apparently not. Any sort of forging sounds. I know who that is. Do you guys know who that is? Not within Star Wars canon, but who the actor is? Some DMNT. Rogan and Heel. Telling me to have Mace Windu without telling me you want to have Mace Windu. It's more of a redemption. Well, Mace Windu was dead at this point. Was he not? No. He was still alive. Very action intense. I like the little motorcycle sidecar situation we got going on. I think it's kind of cute how he can open and close his little hatch. Oh. So I guess their train's going to be late. I thought they hit the engine. Like, what? Seems to be running fine. Hey, it's Nerd affiliated. Oops, let me get the soundboard ready.
Hello there.
Hello there. How are you? Hey, I know that ship. Do I know that ship? Isn't that like the ambassador ship? I feel like the guy that does Boba Fett, whatever Morrison, is like the only one um, holding Star Wars, like faithfully returning to Star Wars. his career is propped up on Star Wars. Whoa. And we're back. That's Padme's until Dave or John say otherwise. The ship. See, I knew it was. I've seen that chrome ship before. What is she making? Like a plate? A shoulder piece? A medallion? An arc reactor? Next piece. The episode is just trash. Should have been last week's. Well, I mean, that's practically. He's already got the Beskar chainmail. Now you put a Flavor Flav clock around him, and like, it's the size of his whole body. It's like some cosplays made. I can definitely kind of see that. Some of the CG in it's not the best though. Like they definitely pulled from like Attack of the Clones for some of the troopers, or not the troopers, the Mandalorians fighting and stuff like that, where it just like looks just a little bit off. The extra armor is redundant. Agreed. Why do I feel like this is like the Muppet movie with getting the band back together? Or like the Blues Brothers? Sorry, I totally missed some of this chat. Sorry. I guess it's cool that he'll grow into it, but he's not really gonna grow. We'll never see him grow into it. But that's what kind of what it feels like. It. Can you imagine if there was like imagine like excuse me. Um like there's some prankster within them or like somebody that's trying to infiltrate the Mandalorians and like he just pops in and be like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" just to like make them no longer worthy. Did we pass the flashback already? We did. We're at Bo-Katan eating at the fire. They just all went off to eat their dinner in their respective corners. Raptor. It's a dragon. The foundling's already probably dead. Kind of wish they would give like the sideways look, like the old Adam West Batman climbing the wall. Be unnecessarily flashback. The fire safety. Where the black guy is from? I do. We're gonna talk about it. Well, yeah, I'd be worried too if I had to climb with all that stuff strapped to me. But yes, I remember where the guy is from in the flashback. We will talk about it. We will talk about it. Or should we talk about it now? Doesn't matter. uh, got like 5-10 minutes. This is like the shortest episode of all time. Excuse me. Wow, they literally made a gigantic bird's nest. Oh, and there's even helmets in there. Nice. I'm sorry, were the foundlings alive? Oh, predator vision. Have they always been able to do that? Well, that changes things. Nope, it's just baby dragons. Oh, I saw that coming. Oh, and this is only gonna make the mom dragon more mad. Is that really gonna work? Whoa! It's only whoever he's used that before. I don't remember him using that before. Well, he knows we're here, so we might as well use the little jetpacks. Now you're gonna start fighting him. Can you guys use a different method? You're like, uh-oh. Oh, I thought that was her part of her helmet. This makes no sense. I don't understand why they would bother flying. Like, they should have just had Bo-Katan's ship, like, the Batmobile, just, like, on deck, ready to go, so that if this thing showed up, they could just, like, zoom out of there and take all of them, when apparently the jetpacks are low fuel anyway, right? My last comment got blocked. Oh, well, hopefully I didn't block you anything. Sorry about that. He barfs off the kid over 24 hours later. I know you're still here, but now that you're here as Hey Archer, we get a...
Hello there.
Hello there, how are you? The beast grabs the kid on a regular and had no defense. Like, I don't really understand this whole process. Who grabbed him? It had to be Mando based on the sound. Oh, got our Jurassic Park moment. There's always a bigger dinosaur, fish, dragon. Well, there's always a bigger fish was from a different movie. Well, Paz now officially respects Mando. Hey, Sal's in the chat. Welcome, sir.
Hello there.
Hello there. How are you? Can't have. Basically, this was all. Bo is better than every Mandalorian. It's kind of how this was playing out so far. Is it just me or are there like 10 times more Kid Mandos in this episode? There was only one before, and now there's like 15. Hey guys, I was in a dragon for a day and a half, but I'm good. having a great episode. Mando, not so much. Could be worse. Could be Ragnar. She's working her way up the ranks. She stole the baby dragons and brought them back. And they fit on the ship? I'm sorry. You definitely lost me there. 100% lost me. Are they going to like Avatar this and like train them to fly on them? Because I saw it. Just when you thought it couldn't get better. Hey, can we do a Game of Thrones thing? Yes, sir. It definitely feels very Game of Thrones. They've now had 2 forging montages in a single episode. Is she going to have a flashback to Order 66? Okay, Oracle. Like, don't really need the quiz here. Just tell me if it makes sense, okay? Oh, this was directed by Carl Weathers. Interesting. I'm just going to enjoy the art and all that other stuff. Of course, there's nothing after that fact, so if anybody wants to hang in the chat while we get ready for this. And also be sure to leave me your grade out of 10 so we can talk about that once the art is done. She'd pop off her helmet and say, "Listen, you crackpot, I saw the Mythosaur." And there was the name. Can anybody tell me what the name is from? Of the Jedi that saved Grogu. That one on the bike. I mean, I don't mean to sound negative, but I wasn't exactly expecting Carl Weathers to direct a masterpiece. I know that sounds terrible, but 6, fair grade, fair grade. Dun, 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 na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. I'm just gonna sing the song for you. Hopefully this doesn't get flagged for me humming and hawing. Okay, episode's over. We're gonna turn off our counter here. Where's my button? There we go. Get rid of that. And we're gonna go ahead and put up the episode grade, episode 4 grade. Let me stop this because it's in my ear and I cannot focus for the life of me. Okay, great. So that was episode number 4, also known as chapter 20 of The Mandalorian. Oof, you guys are hitting it hard. Nerd Affiliated hit with a 6, Rambling Nerd hit with a 5. I think I'm going to have to agree with Nerd Affiliated and go 6 out of 10. Now, hear me out, right? I think there were some good things in the episode. Did it run a little bit too much into Game of Thrones and a little bit too much into stuff that was just like, why are we talking about this? Yeah. Was the order return to Order 66 a bit too much? A little bit. But direction was okay. Maybe he didn't write the damn thing. Get BDH back ASAP. What was I saying? Oh, so fun quizzical fact for everyone in the chat. The Jedi who saved Grogu with the blue and green lightsabers and was on like the speeder and all that stuff was Ahmad Best, who, if anybody can guess if that name sounds familiar, it's from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and he played none other than Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar was in this episode, folks. Don't know what to tell you. It was wild. Bryce Dallas Howard, thank you. I was completely lost on that one. I was like, what is BDH? Yeah, does she have any episodes to direct this season? I'm sure she has one, right? She has one like every season. Season 3. I'm sure she has one, right? Of course, it's only telling me the ones that have come out so far and not... Well, it says Bryce Dallas Howard, but it doesn't say what episode she's going to be doing. I Return the Mandalorian. According to this, she's supposed to be coming back. Now, I don't know what episode it's going to be in. Oh, chapter 22. So next week is supposed to be directed by Peter Ramsey, chapter 21, and then episode number 6, which is chapter 22, will be directed by Bryce Dallas Howard. So episode 6 is going to be the best of the season. Am I right? I didn't realize he also did Jar Jar. Yes, he did. He's the Jedi from that canceled game show where kids are Jedi. Oh, I didn't even know that. But I knew who Ahmad Best was. Yeah, he did the motion capture, and I think he also maybe did the voice for Jar Jar from episode 1. So that's pretty interesting. Fun fact for you. But yeah, I think the episode was definitely a 6. I think the return to Order 66, I know a lot of people don't want to see it, but I think seeing it from a certain perspective kind of makes it interesting, especially from somebody who's going to live. Because we already know a lot of Jedi died, right? But seeing it from the perspective of somebody who lived through it, and like it just gives that sort of run and gun wartime situation where you just got to get out of it. I kind of like that. I know I'm sure after like the 1,000th time seeing it, you're probably done and over it by now. But I thought it was kind of interesting. The rest of it, I mean, the whole thing with the dragon was pretty terrible, right? Like, and then bringing the babies back, like that was such a bad idea. And I feel like the show, I don't even know how to describe this. The Mandalorian has been best when it's about the Mandalorian. But when they start taking that away, excuse me, the show really starts to suffer. I mean, they're starting to focus on other Mandalorians when I feel like we haven't even finished the story of Mando yet. Like, I know his story is still evolving, but now you're sort of bringing in all these other factors that we don't really care about. We'd rather just see the Mandalorian. If we want to keep Grogu in it, we'll keep Grogu in it. But, you know, he still has a lot of character growth and a lot of a journey to go on just by himself. And then throwing him into the whole Mandalorians group is kind of annoying. I don't really know what to think about that otherwise. But I guess he's slowly gaining the respect. But I feel like there's going to be faction is the best word, a division, I guess, amongst the Mandalorians, as some are gaining more respect than others. I think it's going to be a division between who sides with Din Djarin and who sides with Bo-Katan. As Bo-Katan slowly starts gaining her power, or at least maybe not power is the best word, but starting to get sort of that power and recognition and go back to the ways of the Mandalorian and, gain this respect amongst the group. But I think Din Djarin is kind of like, for lack of a better phrase, the people's champ in the group, because obviously he's just saved this guy's son, the Heavy son. He's done a lot of things for them. Excuse me, sorry, still trying to get over being sick. Episode 6 is Our New Hope. Episode 6 is Our New Hope. Episode 6, what was episode 6? Return of the Jedi is Our New Hope. Where was I going with that? I don't know. But I feel like, it's just it got too out of hand for some of this. The whole thing with the jetpacks, why they were fighting a dragon. I'm just going to call it a dragon. They can call it the raptor or whatever it was. What do they call it? Whatever dinosaur thing that they want to call it. Hawk monster. Something. I thought that was super dumb. Totally unnecessary. Trying to fight it in the sky while you're on jetpacks. Probably being the most vulnerable possible. That's like being on a motorcycle and saying, I'm going to go fight that tank. Probably not the best idea. Where Bryce is going to direct. She's directing episode 6 of this season, which is chapter 22. So not next week, but the following week. That's when Bryce Dallas Howard is going to be directing. So we can count on the best episode being in 2 weeks. It's just a countdown until then. But I guess I'm just going to be looking forward to that episode. Not saying that every episode has been absolutely horrible, but this episode was a mild improvement over last week. At least it had something going on with the Mandalorians, with, trying to continue with the story rather than just being like, hey, this is something that's happening in the Star Wars universe for all you fans who like this stuff. This was actually a continuation of the Mandalorian and what's going on with that character and the Mandalorians as a group that can kind of continue the story a little bit, at least in some way. Whereas last week was, excuse me, for lack of a better phrase, a cluster F. So I'm saying her episode is Our New Hope. Oh, got it. Other thing that annoyed me, they have access to a magician and he wants Baby Yoda to stop playing around. And why are we not on Mandalore? Why haven't they moved back to Mandalore? Are they just afraid? And then I'm assuming that if they're like, yeah, let's go back to Mandalore, Bo-Katan's going to be like, no, you can't do that because she wants to keep the mythosaur maybe to herself? I don't know. Be amazed they went there. Yeah, they have I feel like this is almost as if, well, it doesn't make sense because I feel like this is the next generation of Mandalorians, right? So Bo-Katan was part of that where her family was there when Mandalore basically fell, right? But all these other some of these other people like the armor seem older, but they act kind of like they're the new generation where they follow the way, but they don't really necessarily know the way other than kind of what they've read. So kind of imagine, probably a terrible example, but remember in, I think is it The Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker? I think it's got to be The Last Jedi. Where the tree is burning and Yoda, Force Ghost Yoda makes the tree burn or whatever. And Luke is like, the sacred text. That's kind of what I feel like these guys read. They just read a book about Mandalorians and they were like, yeah, we could probably do that. That seems like something we could follow. They don't necessarily feel like they were there, or at least descendants of Mandalorians in some way. I know that might sound absurd, but that's just what I feel like. That part 2 weeks ago where Din found out Mandalore was safe. Yeah. But I mean, it's Star Wars. They forget everything that they set up. Like they set up certain things and then they just forget, or they go in a different direction. They did that a couple times. I think it was last season, or maybe that was Book of Boba Fett. I don't remember. But they largely do that where they set up things and then just totally muff it, basically. Let's see, what else? I thought the whole thing about Grogu's armor was kind of dumb. Like, make him a helmet. Make him like something else, not just the sigil that's the same thing of the armor that he already has, or the chainmail rather. That was dumb. I'm just reading the synopsis part thingy really quick, see if I missed anything. Ragnar armor replaces Bo-Katan's pauldron. Yeah, when they start replacing pieces of their armor with the Beskar, I feel like that's kind of weird. He doesn't need anything else yet. Wasn't Paz Villa the heavy Mando father in Clone Wars? He didn't earn it. Yeah, he didn't earn that whatsoever. I think it was a participation armor, I guess. And then Bo-Katan's armor, like they replaced the one piece, but like wouldn't they just steadily? I mean, I guess you kind of also have to earn it in a way, but like, wouldn't it make more sense to just replace their armor if as available, rather than just being like, oh yeah, you get this shoulder piece. Like it's not like a sticker of like, he ran 100 yards or something. I don't know. It feels like a gold star, but in like the worst way. Like this is the most your shoulder got hit. Now it's the most protected part of you. I don't know if that makes sense. So I just learned something. The bird thing is a thing among Mandalorians. The bird thing? You mean the thing that they were just fighting against? Apparently it's called a pterosaur. It just looks like a dinosaur to me. See, this is why Sheekhawk collects. Shriekhawk. Maybe that's what it is. Shriekhawk. And Vizsla clan has used them before. Oh. Well, maybe that's why they decided to bring him back. They're just Game of Throning it, this whole situation. Oh, okay. There's some hints about that. See, I didn't know that because I'm not also massive into like Clone Wars and stuff like that, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, apparently that is a thing. And I guess they have it in a couple scenes. I guess when Din Djarin was being rescued, they have one of the Mandalorians. The one that rescued him apparently had it on his shoulder. So if anybody wants to go back to that episode and see that Mandalorian has the sigil on him. So, I don't know. Excuse me. So yeah, overall, okay episode. Could have been better. Best episode is in 2 weeks. So hopefully we'll have a great time then. But those are pretty much my thoughts on the episode. I think that's all I got for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. So we'll keep it short. We'll keep it light today. And we'll just go from there. Well, let's predict next week. Who cares, right? Hopefully it'll be better. We'll get some Mando action. And again, best episode will be in 2 weeks. So we have that to look forward to. But other than that, we have tons of new content upcoming. New video on Friday, I think. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification so you don't miss out on that. Bunch of new content coming. Power Rangers trailer dropped today. I don't think I'm going to talk about the trailer. Probably just going to wait for the movie. The Once and Always special. Probably just wait for that and then review that. But hopefully next week's Mando will be better. As always, Bad Batch has the better episode just like this week. I don't know. I'm going to have to take your word for it. I believe. Good night, Salvatore. Thank you so much for joining. I'll go ahead and cap it at that. Excuse me. Last cough. I'm going to go cough in a corner or something. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. Watch some more content here on the Nerdgenic channel. Movie reviews, trailer stuff, other fun stuff. I don't feel that great, so my brain's everywhere. But thank you guys so much for joining. Really do appreciate it. And hope to see you in the next video, the next live stream where I will feel better. But thank you guys so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. We hope to see you in the next video. Peace.